Welcome to a long-awaited showdown. You don't have to be a fan of either team to appreciate the matchup of these two elite quarterbacks. Both guys hoping to use this big stage and display their supremacy. Welcome to the home of the Big Orange Nation. Massive Neyland Stadium, home field of the Tennessee Volunteers. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on one of the top 5 teams in this conference, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Volunteers will kick this away to start us off. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Play fake, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, the offense tries to catch this defense napping here on the first play of the game. And how about the pressure to come up with a big sack to start this game?
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. That picks up a first down. We'll spot it at the 39.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Offense now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Caught over the middle. It's Cox. They bring him down after a short gain there.
They're able to get a short gain to make this third down a little bit more manageable. But it is third and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on third and long.
Grabbed by the receiver. And that play moves the ball across midfield. First down now from the 42.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Looking for his big tight end. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They finally stop him, but not before he gets to the 16-yard line.
Man, that is the quarterback's best friend. Opportunity to find that open tight end. He takes a big hit, but holds on to the football to show that strength and awareness for a nice first down.
Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. The defense showing blitz here. They'll run it here. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, the offensive line is completely occupied with that defensive front. That freed up that linebacker to shoot right through that gap and blow up the ball carrier. What a play.
The first real speed bump of this impressive drive. Offense comes up now 2nd and 11. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Running back grabs it on the screen. He's brought down. Good job of the defense getting through the blockers. He stops short of the first down. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, 2 top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these.
Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Finally, the defense is able to come up with a play on this drive. Let's face it, this offense has been able to put things together. Quarterback's had a nice drive, but finally, great job of getting the pressure and getting after that quarterback.
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, but the defender a little too aggressive here. That should result in a 1st down. The Tide offense line up here on 1st and goal. Handoff to the single back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tide.
You talk about the right way to get a game started. This offense put together a nice scheme. They felt comfortable with the script, and they moved the ball all the way down the field. 10 plays, and they get a touchdown. If you're the defensive coordinator, you're back to the drawing board trying to figure this out.
Bringing it out, it's Riggs. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Looking downfield, it's Marchuk. Close to the tight end. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. So quickly all the way up to the 36 in his 1st down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He lets it rip. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. And he'll set up to throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. This traditional SEC clash goes back to 1901, almost always on the 3rd Saturday in October. And Follows fans glad, Kirk, that the post-Nick Saban era has begun in Tuscaloosa.
Yeah, I mean, think about that. Coach Saban, I think he lost one time. I think he was 16-1 against Tennessee as the head coach there. And going back to the 90s and early 2000s, Tennessee used to dominate the series. So back and forth it goes, and we'll see who can win this one today. 3rd Saturday in October, always a fun Saturday.
And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And the Volunteers will come to the line looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. Tiny space at the 20. They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a 1st down in the red zone.
Well, Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
That's incomplete, even on a first down pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line, the offense threatening here.
Great patience here, great execution by the entire offense. The quarterback kind of baits the defense towards him, drops it off to the back, and he's got a convoy in front of him for a nice first down.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. To throw, it's Marchuk. And it's picked off over there. What a play. Pass midfield. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Takes it all the way back for a pick six. Touchdown, Alabama.
Chris, what a turn of events here. 1 second, you're in field goal range as an offense. The next, the defense is running back an interception for a score. You're looking at a 10-point swing and a momentum changer.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Riggs. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. High-tempo offense is back out on the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick six. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
First down, looking to throw the ball. He's going to take off. He's got the first and still going. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49. The Volunteers will come to the line to run the hurry up. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Scanning the field, it's Marchuk. And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it.
I think the receiver was so focused on setting up the defender on his slant route that he didn't get his head turned and his eyes up to be able to locate the football. He just dropped it.
After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on third down and 8. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up fourth down.
Chris, I felt like that was almost a 2-for-1. They know they're potentially going to go for it on fourth down, so you try to get as much as you can on third to put yourself in a good spot for this next play. Curious to see if the offensive coordinator had something up his sleeve for this play on fourth down.
Moves out of the pocket. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. They'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On first and 10, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. He cannot escape. It's a sack. Those big guys up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14.
Well, another great play by an Alabama defensive lineman. And you just think about over the years, probably the last 30 years, going all the way back to John Copeland on that 1992 Alabama defense. Most recently, guys like Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Quentin Williams. You can always count on Bama having great defensive linemen and difference makers.
Play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to pass. It's Marchuk. The receiver makes the catch. They can't stop him. Finally stopped at the 4. Great catch and run.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this.
He makes the catch. Touchdown, Volunteers. Tight end was wide open. How do they lose track of the big fella down there, Kirk?
I don't know. I wish I knew. The defense, to me, looks like they just were so locked in on defending the goal line, they forgot about the tight end. That'll probably be the easiest touchdown throw and catch we see in the game today.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Finds his man. It's Cox. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Made the catch, but he was surrounded. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Good execution. Gets a block and gets the 1st down.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Defense will make the stop. It will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. And at the end of the 1st quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped into the field, ready now for the 2nd period. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Defense makes the recovery. A turnover.
Man, Chris, we can hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? Looks to the left, and it's complete. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. The completion makes it 2nd down. Looking to throw. It's Marchuk. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Deep shot toward the end zone. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press him deep, but Now it brings up fourth down. The Vols will come to the line, looking to keep the drive going on fourth down. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Brought down, but it's past the line of the game.
Well, it's always a gamble to go for it on fourth down when you're already in field goal range, but it looks like they won't rehash this decision when it's all said and done. That's a first down.
The Vols come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Quarterback will throw it off the one-pass option. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. They finally tackle him at the 4. It's a solid gain on the pitch and catch.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback.
And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Possession set up a touchdown. Can they bounce back from that costly error here? Here comes a first down pass attempt. Pressure is coming. He's hit right as he throws it.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on them. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
Second and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough third and long situation. He'll look to throw it here on second down. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They finally bring him down, but what an explosive play that time.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
So the big chunk play has the offense already in field goal range with a fresh set of downs. The back's got it. Running with purpose.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He hands it off from the gun. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Dump off caught by the running back. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense.
quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. And how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job by the D.
Fourth down, he's throwing for it. Pass rush closing in. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. He could go. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Caught by the receiver.
Well, it's a big risk to play man-to-man coverage by this defense, and this time they get caught. Great timing between the quarterback and his receiver. You can see what can happen when that timing is right. Big things can happen.
Scanning the field. It's Marchuk. Tries the right with a quick throw. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Try and muscle for the first down. The ball is loose. Ball scooped up on the defense.
I get being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Timeout called by... their first of the half as they try to make some adjustments here. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. Too much on that throw.
Oh, man, I really like the route here by this wide receiver. Does a nice job of separating, creates some space there. The quarterback, unfortunately, just puts that ball too far out in front of him.
He's running out of time here. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Well, there aren't very many things that can get to a quarterback of this magnitude. I think it's safe to say that good pressure by the defense can get to any quarterback.
Offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Looking for a man. Running out of time in the pocket. He's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
Now, the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off or try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
Back to pass. It's Marchuk. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
2nd down after that completion. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to pass here on second down. On the move now. Jukes to get past a man. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs. And the balls are in the red zone. And the wideout goes in motion. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Oh, that one's picked off. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
The offense bracing here for a heavy blitz. First down, looking to throw the football. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain in that completion.
Well, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Boy, great defensive linemen not only have the ability to get upfield to rush the quarterback, but that instinct to recognize a screen pass. Good job of sensing it and making a play.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. He flips it to the back across the middle. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go.
Well, they're going to come up short of the sticks here, and we got a tough decision at this point in the football game for the head coach. What will they do now on 4th down?
So here we go. They're going to go for it on 4th and inches in their own territory. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Defense is coming after him. The ball is picked off. Look out, he's in the clear. Touchdown, Dogs. The defense contributes 6 points.
Well, an aggressive approach by this offense backfires. The defense not fooled at all. Good job of stepping in front of this throw, and they take it back for a touchdown.
Knock through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here's the handoff. He gets loose. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Cox. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain in that completion.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Third down, out of the shotgun. Swarm to the pass rush, a sack.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you've got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
And they've got the returner corralled. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. To the air, it's Marchuk. The receiver grabs it. Pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5.
Well, we're just getting started here, and already you can feel a rhythm between a quarterback and a receiver. Nice job again getting back in the pocket, making a nice, accurate throw to one of his top targets.
That completion makes it second and medium. And he drops back in the gun. He's hit as he throws it. Oh, he makes the catch. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down.
Well, that's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Looking downfield near the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Volunteers.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Attack on the PAT. It's a 2-touchdown lead now, 28-14. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Seconds before halftime. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And looking to throw now on first down. Bringing pressure. Oh, they trap him for a sack. First half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 6. and would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. They've been able to survive some turnover troubles so far. Let's see if they can clean that up as we get the third quarter going. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Solid run, moves the ball out across the 20 to 21.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to pass. It's Marchuk. Tight end makes the grab. And the game just good enough for a first down. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. Who's been in sync with his receivers. Back there has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
So the counter play doesn't work. The defense in good position that time to make a play.
You know, on most of these counters, you leave the in man on the line of scrimmage unblocked, and you try to pull those offensive linemen to kick him out. But if you have an aggressive defense, sometimes that can backfire, and the defense knew exactly what was coming there.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Third down play for this offense. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
To me, a couple things there. Number one, pressure in the quarterback. The other thing is really good coverage by the secondary. Quarterback had no choice but to get rid of that football. And now you get to fourth down. You got the lead by a couple possessions. Smart play here is to punt the ball away and get your defense back out on the field.
They've been great on fourth down so far today. 3 for 3. Can they stay perfect? So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Tennessee.
The Volunteers will have to kick this away. The offense will have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the returner will be brought down. Before the snap, that'll cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Dropping back, it's Russell. He escapes the pocket. Throws it to the right. The pass is intercepted. Breaks into the open.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
The offense, excellent field position to start this drive. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. On the shotgun, it's a handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff here from the shotgun. They stop him, but it's a first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
The quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. Touchdown, Tennessee. This offense really clicking. And momentum really building now. This one could get out of hand here in a hurry.
And that's the last thing you want to do in a rivalry game. Not just lose the game, but get embarrassed. Man, you got to fight for 60 minutes.
And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start with the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. The pocket breaking down. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. To throw, it's Russell. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
He'll take a deep shot. The veteran quarterback lucky that didn't result in a takeaway.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Quick pass to the flat to a receiver. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Great job by this defensive tackling in space. They are going to keep him short of the first down marker. And a big decision for this head coach on whether or not to go for it or punt it away.
The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial fourth down try. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete and brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
So second down after the incompletion. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Back to throw again. Caught in the backfield. It's Cox. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Dropping back. It's Russell. Caught over the middle. It's Cox. And that broken tackle will earn him first down yardage.
One thing I love about this back, is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
High completion, good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
That takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Pulls it in. It's Cox. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. The pass rush gets home. Crucial play. Down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Wants to throw it. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Can't connect downfield. Incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop, and they get the ball back.
Important second down play coming up. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. He's in the clear at the 20. They finally bring him down, but he makes it inside the 15-yard line. First down, great scoring position. This offense showing their explosive ability. One huge play, and they're set up in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Touchdown, Dogs. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
Now the all-important extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
14.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Last time the defense got a big fourth down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Offense facing a third and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. To the air. It's Russell. Incomplete. He was lazy through the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Can't connect in the long throw. Incomplete. A fourth down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
That's a stop behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him for a 3-yard loss. They lose 3 in that play, so now it's second down and 13. Important play coming up. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
It's an out route, the catch made.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
No surprise, offense going for it on 4th down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the Volunteers are looking to keep this drive going.
Chris, how about this? After that conversion, they're now a perfect 4 for 4 on 4th down conversions. All day they've been challenging this defense on 4th down, and they've won every single battle. It's easy to see why they've got this lead.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Looking for 6. Oh, and he can't hang on. Wow, would have been a touchdown. You got to shake that off now. It's 3rd down coming up.
Boy, he just missed another one, Chris. That would have been touchdown number 4 for this quarterback. Still, what a performance we've seen from this guy today, and he's not done yet.
Crucial. 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Tackle at the 5-yard line. Now it's 1st and goal right there.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the 1st down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Dropping back, it's Marchuk. Touchdown, Volunteers. Still no answer for this offense. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. The coordinator moves to a heavy blitz look here. Try to catch the defense with the draw. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to...
And it's intercepted. They read the screen perfectly. Touchdown, Tennessee. And the defense joins the scoring party now.
Oh, my gosh. He completely baits the quarterback here. The quarterback thinks he can dump it off to the running back. The defense anticipates it, steps in front of it, and goes to the house for a touchdown.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. It's a shotgun run call. That run takes it across the 30-yard line. It's Tennessee on top as we take a break for the quarter. This has been a beatdown, and the stats at the end of 3 reflect that. 1 quarter to play in what has been a beatdown so far. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Dropping back, it's Russell. Makes a quick grab. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up the first down.
Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking for his back. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
That play will move the sticks. Set him up first down at the 42.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Here comes play number 6 on this drive. Back in motion now. They look to throw it here on second down. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. Looks like Alabama will have the first down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Oh, handed off. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time, Kirk.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays.
Looking to throw. It's Russell. Pressure is coming. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
Breaks into the clear. And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run. Well, finally some room to run for this back. The defense had done a good job of containing him until that play.
Well, they've done a really good job up to this point, Chris, of containing him. He finally does get out, but I think it's an...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama.
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user has not turned the game off and reset. They're playing it to the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by playing hard and gaining some confidence for next week. We're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
Bringing it out. It's Riggs. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. This has been a dominant performance so far, of double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half. Grab made by the tight end. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Chris, another accurate throw by this quarterback, and this guy has just been on fire all game long, over 200 yards passing, but more importantly, making great decisions for this offense and put them in a position to win this game.
Pass complete. It's second down now. Back to throw. It's Marchuk. The pass rush closing in. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
Here's the throw deep downfield. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
There's the interception. Man, this defense could have used that a lot earlier, but a chance here for the offense now to get some late consolation points.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, man, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Makes the grab. It's Shelton.
How about the job by this defense against this receiver? One of the top receivers in the country. They knew he was going to be able to be a big factor in this game, and they have kept him quiet all game long until right now. In the 4th quarter, he comes up with his first catch.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
It's 3rd down for the offense. And they pick up the first on the ground. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on Old Reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
To throw, it's Russell. He's running out of time here. A change of direction. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Well, I always want to see quarterbacks try to pick up some additional yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have got to stay in the game and stay on the field. He's got to be careful out there.
They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Catch made by the tight end. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Quarterback drops back. Running out of time in the pocket. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, defense does a nice job of pressuring the quarterback. I'll tell you what, that's a heck of an effort by this guy just to be able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
No gain makes it 2nd down and goal from the 5. QB decides to keep it here. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. This offense is still clicking.
And I love to watch the execution of this option play. Right now, the defense has no idea if this quarterback's going to pull it or if he's going to give it. Here he pulls it himself, finds Young, comes up with a touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. We got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. The The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Grinding away with the running game. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Ball handed off. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
The Volunteers will bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. And the returner brought down by the coverage team.
And the Alabama offense will take over 1st and 10.
Comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Desperate times here. They need points, and they have to score quickly. Grab down the middle. It's Shelton. Makes the 1st down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's only his 2nd catch of this entire game. Boy, this defense has done an amazing job of keeping him in check. Let's face it, this guy's as good as anybody in the country. Big-time playmaking ability, but they've taken him out of the game. I think it's a big reason that they have a nice lead.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. And it's a bunch formation. Looking to pass. It's Russell. Receiver makes the grab. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play, or if they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Offense looking to throw the ball. Quick completion to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space. And a big part of the reason that they have such a big lead today.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Here's a target, and it's complete. Taken down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
That's an easy completion for the quarterback, finding his receiver just dragging underneath coverage.
Alabama has now moved into the red zone. Now in the red zone, it's Russell. And the pass is complete to the tight end. Touchdown, Tide. This offense cannot be stopped.
Well, you could tell that this play caller, the offense coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this play.
No problem with the PAT right down the middle.
56, Alabama, 35.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Marchuk. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. He has first down yardage at the 46. That was crucial, Kirk. Barring something crazy, that should be enough to secure a mild upset in this early season showdown game.
On paper, this looked like an upset, but they sure carried themselves out there tonight like they were favored. Still a long way to go. Still can get better, but possibly this football team could make a run in the postseason.
Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Gives it to the back. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there as this clock continues to wind down. This offense has had a great day.
Well, this is a stunner. It's a football team that walked in here with that #1 attached to their name, and they got humbled today. Just blasted.
I love that you said walked into this game because that's how they played throughout the entire football game, and they got embarrassed. This was a statement today by this winning team and really a declaration to the entire college football world.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.